What's up, everybody? Good evening, gang. What's up? Guys, look who I found. Yo, what's up, everybody? Good evening, all. Welcome, my TTG crew. I'm Mike Edward, head trader at True Trading Group. With me here tonight is Jason, the man, the myth, the legend, the wolf of Reed Street, Spatafora himself. And we have one hell of a live stream for you tonight because wow, JKS, wow, cannabis stocks. That's all I got to say. The end. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow in chat. If anybody was on my live stream last night, I basically drew exactly what JKS was going to do today. Okay. Last night on the live stream, I drew a candle on the chart saying that I think this is what JKS is going to do. That exact thing happened today. And a lot of members in chat were able to jump all over it, whether they were shorting it. I shorted the stock itself today. Okay. I shorted the stock itself today, went after it early in the morning. We caught a really nice move. You got a ton of follow through and momentum. We were dead right on that analysis. A lot of my TGD fam shorted the stock with me. I had it easy to borrow on Lightspeed. I don't know if it was easy to borrow on your main brokerage firms like Thinkorswim, E-Trade, Charles Schwab. I'm not sure. I actually didn't even think to ask. But Lightspeed had it easy to borrow. I shorted the stock itself. Some others jumped on that trade with me by means of options. So some people bought some put options on JKS, and it was just an absolute thing of beauty, honestly. And I'm going to show you guys here today on this live stream. I'm going to recap for you the analysis that I did last night on JKS and tell you we're going to go over this again. We're going to go over again. Why did I think that was the price action that I thought we were going to get in JKS? Okay. I'm going to recap that for all of them and show you guys that price action. And what I'm also even going to do is I'm even going to play you guys the video clip of what we said yesterday on the live stream and then compare it to what actually happened today. And then let you guys see the similarity between the analysis we talked about last night and then what we went after today. The Wolf is joining me here tonight, guys. We're going to both do a Q&A session, but I mean, he's been crushing these cannabis stocks, absolutely crushing these cannabis stocks. Okay. We are streaming live right now on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Welcome everyone that's joining us across those 4 media channels. If you are brand new to the channel, this is your very first time, subscribe to the channel. Between the Wolf, myself, we're always doing live streams, live Q&As, trade ideas, trade recaps, other educational content for free on the YouTube channel. So you guys want to make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on any one of these live streams. And of course, click that share button, guys. Share this video on your own social media platforms. Let's get as many traders on these streams as we can so we can help as many traders as we can. For those of you that are brand new, my name is Michael Edward, guys. I'm the head trader at True Trading Group. I began my career working at a hedge fund. We managed about $500 million on Wall Street. I went on to receive a Trader of the Year award. And the information, the education that I received while working at that hedge fund, which was my very first job at a college, that's the education that I use, I implement in my trading today. That's where I've gotten my analysis, my trading style, my strategies, my rules, my discipline, okay, my indicators, my setups, everything that I implement in my trading today, I was taught by traders on Wall Street. And that's exactly what I teach all of our family members in the TGD crew. Jason Spatafora with me, joining me tonight. For those of you that do not know him, you may or may not recognize him from Twitter. He's kind of a big deal on Twitter. He does have a blue check. He reminds me about it each and every single day that he has a blue check and I do not. He's the leading name and voice when it comes to the cannabis sector, guys. Nobody knows the cannabis sector better than this guy. If you actually look over his right-hand shoulder right now, you'll see actually a bunch of cannabis awards because that's how special that he is.
It's true.
It's true. I can't.
I've also been
with Jason because I always, everybody on this live stream, like everybody on the YouTube channel, like I said, you guys come to me for advice, right? When it comes to stocks, whenever I have a cannabis related question or I want advice on what cannabis stocks I should be buying, this is the man that I go to, and he's joining us here on this live stream tonight. And he has been absolutely murdering murdering these cannabis stocks. I don't even know. Have you had a losing trade yet in the cannabis stocks?
I've had one, and it was an option. But
like in the last like 2 weeks?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I haven't had a losing
in the last like 2 weeks. I don't think you've missed on one.
No.
Yeah, it's insane. When I tell you it's literally insane, nobody knows the cannabis sector better than Jason. Okay, so he's going to recap for you guys some of his cannabis trades. I'm going to recap for you guys my JKS short, and then we're going to start to dive in and we're going to get into all of that stuff. Okay, so before we get started tonight, on the live stream, we're going to start off this live stream the same way that we start off every live stream, and you guys know it. That is with an open floor blanket Q&A. You've got the both of us. So if you guys have questions about cannabis stocks, now's the time to ask. If you got questions about anything that's general market related or trading related, guys, fire away. Jason and I are both here at your disposal for whatever you guys. Oh, nice. Mendrel Knight, welcome. Mendrel Knight, first time here. Mendrel, welcome to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. So guys, go ahead, fire away, ask some questions. The Wolf and I are here for you guys.
Yes, we are. All right.
Todd Tribula, Mike, do you recommend buying AMD long-term after today, or do you see it going lower? Let's take a look. So I recommend everybody buys AMD long-term. I absolutely love this company. I think the stock does go lower. I think you can buy it in the low 70s. I do think you'll be able to buy AMD down here around 74 in the low 70s. I think you can get AMD a little bit lower. Don't try to be too cute with it, though. I think this is a $150 stock in the next couple of years. But I think that any pullback opportunities, you get a pullback down in the low 70s. I think that is a prime opportunity to be a buyer.
Okay. Tony, the TTGer, great name, says, how can we trade cannabis if we don't have access to the OTC? This is actually a problem that a lot of people have, just because of some of the restrictions that, some of these brokerage, like Merrill Lynch, you can't buy cannabis stocks or anything that's on the OTC. Basically, you can't buy anything you want to own. Same with Robinhood and Webull. That is going to change eventually, but if you do want exposure to the MSOs, the multi-state operators, these are U.S. companies, there are two options for you. There's actually an ETF called MSO, it's symbol MSOS, or there's YOLO. I swear we're actually in some YOLO calls right now for November 20th. That's pretty much the two best ways to do it. Or you could change brokerages. I use E-Trade for this, but I understand the frustration, because nobody wants to be in a Canadian stock that trades on a big board when the U.S. companies are the ones putting up real numbers and are actually positive.
Let's see. Hardcore Raider says futures dipped some past a support level, but might bounce back. Yeah, we actually just dipped, like maybe an hour maybe before we had our stream. Oh, wow. We're just sitting at 34.11. I don't know. This is a pretty key support level. I'll take you guys back to the chart. We'll talk about that support level on the SPY. And it's right here. It's just 340. I don't think we break this level. I mean, I've been saying this now for the last like 4 days that I don't think we break this level. Listen, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. There could be absolutely no stimulus and everybody walks away and we do break this level. And then if we do break that level, I would look for the markets to get down towards 330, 331. If we do break below 340, but I think that this dip in the futures, I think it does get bought back up. I think it does bounce. I think it does bounce and kind of recover going into these next couple of weeks. So I do think we bounce off this level. If we break below 340, like I said, then I think, we can get to 330, but I still am not ready to say that it's time to get short the markets. I still am in the camp and in the decision or of the opinion that this level holds. I'm still in the opinion that this level holds. And we'll have to see. The other thing that is actually quite interesting that a member pointed out to me today, I believe it was Smiley, Wolf. I believe it was Smiley in chat. If he's on this live stream, I believe it was Smiley. And I was talking to you guys about this inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? I was talking about this inverse head and shoulders pattern, but you can also very easily consider this a cup and handle with there's your uptrend. Okay, there's your uptrend. And then you guys could say that, how can I draw this? Can I do this way? Yeah. And then you can say like, there's your cup. Okay, there's your cup.
Looks like a menorah.
And then there's your handle. It's a menorah. So there's your uptrend, there's your cup, and then there's your handle. So you could also look at that almost as a cup and handle pattern as well. And then you have a real nice downtrend line to cross these highs. So you have this little pattern setting up here. And honestly, guys, I still think that this level holds. And I think we eventually break above that downtrend line. And I think the markets go higher. We'll have to see, but 340 level, I think, is a key support zone. And I'm not yet quite ready to just throw in the towel on it.
Yeah, it's it's like we flipped a coin and that coin is just in the air spinning, right? It's like, okay, just tell us. At this point, I'd rather they just be like, all right, no stimulus. That way at least we know how to trade it. Because right now it's just the market's just in yo-yo mode. So I'm actually in the camp that I think that 339 breaks. So
there it is.
I think it breaks on any. I mean, if we get any like headline tomorrow, it breaks. But I'm happy for it to break. I think that we all are happy for it to break because of the way that we've just been positioning ourselves, and we understand the levels. Like I don't need to trade the SPY to be like, okay, well, what is the SPY going to influence tomorrow if it dips? Like when we had that insane dip a couple weeks ago, when it was like, oh, we're not working on stimulus anymore, like party off. I didn't buy SPY. I bought US Steel. And it was just a great trade. So, guys, that's the thing. And Mike talks about this all the time. Whatever the market's doing, it shouldn't really matter to you. Like, yeah, it should matter in terms of direction and longer term. But if you're just, kind of going in there hit and run like a bank robber, you're prepared for anything, long or short, as long as you know those levels.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's the thing. That's why, like, if we do break that level, I don't see any clear support until you get down to like 330, 331. So, either way, I just like you said, either way, I just want the direction. I just want the direction. What do you think of the RSI divergence on the monthly chart in the SPY? Let's talk about that. On the monthly chart, man, I don't really pay much attention to monthly charts. Good eye though. I mean, we do have. We do have some bearish divergence on the RSI and the monthly chart, but I don't know. I got to be honest with you guys. I do not really use the RSI that often. I think momentum will always trump an RSI reading. An RSI I think can be used in conjunction with some other indicators, especially when you're going to look at something on such a macro term like a monthly chart. Maybe something like a MACD indicator would also be helpful, but you're also seeing some divergence on the MACD indicator as well as the SPY continues to climb, but you're not getting an increase in the MACD indicator. You see your MACD indicator is kind of flatlined here in the teens, even though the SPY has continued to make new highs. So you do have some bearish divergence on the MACD and the RSI on the monthly chart when it comes to the SPY. So that is a good eye. I just think that, with everything that's going on right now in the markets with the stimulus and coronavirus and the election, I just feel like you have so many other things that can just move this market and break this market either up or down. And I just don't think that being
Yes.
so fixated on an RSI reading on a macro scale like that is something that
Yes.
I think there's other ways you can better position yourself.
I'll just make it easy. Sentiment is going to trump chart. The the market perception is going to trump something like that. And to what Mike was saying about the only time I'm pulling the RSI out is if I'm looking at something that's just kind of overheated, and I'm using the MACD, but I'm doing a much smaller time frame. But I mean, sometimes this is like with everything going on in the market, to Mike's point. And we see setups all the time where, or I get into setups all the time where somebody will be like, man, why are you getting into that? It doesn't look, it's a bull flag. Not all bull flags are the same, and not all bearish diversions are the same.
Yeah.
So you really have to have a understanding of everything that's going on around you, and not just be like, oh, well, it's like a tripwire. Okay, well, there's this divergence. Oh, I need to buy puts.
Right.
You can't think like that.
Right. That's like one of many things you guys can use in your analysis. Wolf, we've got a couple of questions for you, bud. We've got one person, Hardcore Raiders, asking if you are going to do any VIX positions if you think the market's going to go down.
I've been thinking about it, but I'm not thinking about doing options. I'm thinking about just accumulating.
Like a UVXY maybe, or something?
I'd be doing a UVXY probably. I played it the first debate. It ended up being a pretty good trade. I just think that, especially going into post-election, like November 3rd, there's going to be volatility. There's going to be indecision. There's going to be people, I'm taking my ball and going home. I'm selling the news. I'm buying the dip. So I just think it's going to kind of be everywhere. And as we get down here, I just feel like it's never bad to have a hedge. Now, am I going to go and buy 20,000 shares of UVXY? No. Right. Will I take profit from other trades and buy UVXY with house money, essentially? Yeah, I'll do that all day. I think I'm a buyer of UVXY slowly at like 16, maybe 17, but I'm gonna wait. That trade has to develop, and So
you'll get decayed on that too if you just hold on to it for.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, that's something like. UVXY isn't something that you hold for like a long position, right?
We actually have another question for you, Wolf.
Sure.
From Frankie Giardina says, what do you think of PLNHF?
Planet 13. Look, it's a beautiful dispensary in Las Vegas. It's like going to the circus. I suggest if anybody goes to Las Vegas after the pandemic, you go and you check out Planet 13. I know a lot of people that are in that thing, from founders. I've never invested in it. All right. I think it's a great business. I think it's a beautiful dispensary. I think it's really unique. I also think that and also know, because of just other investments that I have, like private investments, there are a lot of people that have already adopted that type of model. So it's like, well, how does Planet 13 scale that, into the future, into different markets? I think of it more of a gimmick. I don't think that it's necessarily a bad company. I just think that at some point they're going to have to change their model. and not be like too much of a one-trick pony. I mean, in reality, I just see there's just better opportunities elsewhere. But you know, that's kind of like a shiny object for a lot of. I see a lot of people tweeting about it and everything, and I'm just like, yeah, you know, go for it. You can make money. Like I would put it in like the speculative portion of my portfolio, which, as everybody in TTG knows, some of the more speculative things that we've bought in the last 2 weeks have absolutely ripped faces off. So mazel tov.
Nice. This too shall pass. And also a couple other people asked a similar question.
Sure.
Jimmy Benchin, I think, also asked a similar question. Says, Mike, I believe you still own GME. May I ask if you are in full position still or more of a 3/4 of a position? And when do you believe action on the upside will occur? I still do own GME. We'll go to the chart here real quick, guys. Okay, I own GME from $13.05. Okay, I own it from $13.05. Okay, I have already sold 25% of my position. Okay, so just to recap this, I bought the stock right there at 13.05, and I sold 25% of my position right there at 14.34, and I'm still holding 75% of my original size. When do I think action can pick up in this stock? Don't get excited. Tomorrow. I think that we could actually start to see the breakout move tomorrow. I think that this stock is slowly stair-stepping its way higher. We actually traded higher after hours here. Okay, we closed down here at 14.10 and we traded all the way up after hours at 14.40, which is right at the high of the day there today. I am not one for on my swing trades. I'm not one that usually will call out like the exact day or, you know, but even though sometimes, you know, my calls have been pretty spot on, like JKS yesterday, I said JKS yesterday, you know, we talked about the top. I drew out the candle and my timing was perfectly spot on with that call. But I think you could see this try to make a move tomorrow. And I think you can see GME get up to 15 tomorrow. Okay, I think you can see it get up there tomorrow. So again, I'm long from 13.05. We are sitting here kind of forming. Okay, you have so many patterns here that are forming. Okay, you have like a pattern within a pattern within a pattern. And let me just point out all of the patterns to you. Okay, first pattern that you will see is that you have a bull flag set up right there over the last 5 days. Okay, bull flag set up over the last 5 days. I'll draw out for you guys just real quickly. Okay, there is your flag setup. Okay, so you have a little bull flag setup, but within that bull flag, okay, you have what looks like an ascending triangle. Here's an ascending triangle pattern with your support levels starting to move higher, and then your resistance very clear as day at 15, and you would look for the stock to break through 15 and continue up towards 1650, which would be my next take profit target. So you have that pattern as well. In addition to that, I'll go to the 15-minute chart and I'll pan this out. You also have a cup and handle pattern. Here is your up move. Here is your cup. Okay, here's your cup. There's your double top, which is something you need in order to form a cup and handle pattern. And then here, folks, is your handle. So here's your cup and handle. So we've got a bull flag, an ascending triangle, a cup and handle, all three of which are continuation bullish chart patterns. Okay. So, you know, now that I'm seeing so many different chart patterns on multiple different time frames, and, you know, we're getting really tight. This consolidation is getting really tight. So I think that we're very close to a decision. And when I say decision, I think that we're close to an inflection point, which is we're either going to break above 15, okay, or we're going to fail. And if we fail at this level, we pull back down $13, 12.50 to 13 is my stop loss. Again, I'm long from 13.05. Okay, no matter what happens here, I'm walking away from this trade with a profit if I'm stopping out below 13. If I stop out below 13, I'm long from 13. I've already taken profit at 14.34. The worst thing that can happen to me is I walk away with a small profit. But if we break through 15, and I think this can happen as early as tomorrow, okay, the volume has been real nice and light during this consolidation. Okay, which is exactly what you want to see. When you have either, no matter how you're looking at this pattern, if you're looking at this pattern as a bull flag, okay, where you have the increase in volume on the flagpole, there it is, you have the lower volume during the flag, okay, or if you're looking at this as a cup and handle, if you're looking at this as a cup and handle, you have the decrease in volume during the handle. Either way you look at it, the volume profile on this thing looks good. You still have a very large short position that's in this stock. If we get through 15, I think it can squeeze itself out. Okay, I think we can squeeze itself out, and I think my next take profit would be all the way up there, well over 15. We're looking at $16, $16.50 would be my next take profit. So I'm still long, okay? I'm still long 75% of my position, all right? And like I said, if you guys want, when I initially entered this trade, my stop loss was at 12. When I took my first piece of profit off the table, I moved my stop loss up to 12.50. If you want to be conservative on this trade now, you can move your stop loss all the way up to 13. Okay, so that's what's going on there with GME, and we will see. We'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm right.
Yeah, we also traded the options in it. The options, and I saw a couple comments that, you know, they wish that the options traded normally. Guys, sometimes you're going to find that on options. That was one where held it overnight, took 30%. I didn't particularly like the way that the option was trading. But, you know, if you are still trading that option, one, if it's for this week and we get that move to 15, take it, try and take it in two parts, because the decay on that thing is going to be brutal. All right, so just take it. All right, and then if you need to reload it, just reload. Give yourself a week or 2 more weeks. So you go in October 30th. Or November 6th. Okay, we were in the 1350 calls, and it's crazy, but you know, those things are actually underwater right now. They're like 90 cents, and they're 50 cents in the money. You know, so you know, really have to be quick with some of these, with the way that with the IV crush.
Yeah, yeah. When I entered the trade initially, I told people that I think I'm probably going to be holding this trade for like 2 weeks. And so far, I mean, we've been in the trade, what, about a week? What is that, about a week?
Yeah, so, and I came in off of you guys. I was just riding your coattails. That was it. Thank you.
I like it.
I just went with the option. It was like so painless for me. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, Mike's finally trading something that I want to trade. I was like, oh.
Yeah, we're finally trading the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, let me look at the options. And this will happen, you know, like.
Yeah. I like when it happens. Honestly, guys, like for those of you that are, obviously if you're a TGG member, you guys already know this, but if you're not a TGG member, guys, the Wolf and I have very, very, very different styles. Very different styles. We trade a lot of we trade, you know, different things for the majority of the time, and that's why it's good to have that diversity and kind of bounce ideas off of one another, but also for members to be able to, you know, see if they like my style, his style, like what I'm trading, like what he's trading. But when we line up on something and there's a particular play or a particular stock that we both have that same idea on, it's pretty rare that we miss.
Yeah, I think it was like one of the first ones was like Shopify, where I was
Shopify.
I was stalking it. Guys, you have no idea. I was every single day I'd be like, I really want to short Shopify, but I'm not gonna really want to short Shopify. And then I come on, I'm like, I think it's time to short Shopify. And because Mike has it like the headphones, he doesn't hear me. And then he'll throw the headphones on, and he comes, and literally like 2 minutes later, he goes, guys, I think it's I'm going to short Shopify. I'm like, dude, I just said that. But he actually shorted the stock. I was trying to buy puts, and the puts were like $30 a piece. And I was like, all right. So I'm trying to get, I'm on the bid with like 50 grand in put options, and he just straight, and I just can't get filled. I get within 50 cents of getting filled. And I remember it went from 650 to 585.
Dude, it dropped like a rock.
And I was just like this the rest of the day, like
yeah,
my mouth. I'm
it
like,
dropped
I should
like a rock. If you guys remember, if you're teaching members, oh man, now that was a fun one.
Yeah, the options went to $90. I was like, dying. Dying. It would, you know what? It wouldn't be like it wouldn't crack the top 10 of money I left on the table. So
yeah.
But yeah, guys, yeah, when our styles are very different, but I think that we're both, the one thing that is the same is that we're consistent, that we are constantly adapting to the market, right? Because, look, a lot of you guys, you're either new to this or you've been doing it for a little while, and you're starting to build up, hopefully. You're going to get to a point where your whole thing is, I just don't want to lose the money that I've made. I just want to keep growing it incrementally, and that's fine. Like the trades that I've been putting on the last month have been very low risk, very low volatility, but it's been one of the most profitable months I've had since March. Just because we're just, I always say to the people in TTG, we're like bank robbers, but we just keep robbing the same bank and getting away with it. We're just not getting hurt by it, and that's the one thing, like, is to just be consistently profitable. It's okay to have losses, but keep the losses small and the wins bigger, and, have guardrails in place so you don't gamble all of like 4 days of hard work in one shot.
Yeah. I got a lot of people are asking me what I'm drinking. They're like, Mike, is that a celebratory whiskey? It's a Scotch. It's a Macallan 18. It's my favorite. If anybody wants to have a drink with me, it was a damn good day. It's been a good week. It's been a good week. Between AXIN, WEI, JKS. I mean, we've been cheers to the week so far.
Yeah, this is a 2020 October 20th filtered water from my refrigerator. There is no ice in it. I like it neat.
Oh man, you guys are nuts. All right, let's see. Let's see. Next question.
Oh, let me answer this one. Dan Barron, do we place orders with market or limit orders? Sometimes you market order in. I limit order in no matter what. Especially, guys, please, if you're trading options, don't market order in. There's always some jerk that's going to screw you. In fact, I have a whole hack based off of people that market order. Limit order in. Even if you want to hit the ask, limit order in so they don't move the price up on you. It's just better to limit order in, guys. Always try. Look, people think that you make your money when you sell. No, you make your money when you buy. Okay, and be as greedy as possible with your entries, especially when you're playing options. Okay. Devise a little strategy. If you find that you're going red when you're trading options almost immediately, well, that means that you're jumping the gun, okay? Buy half. If you want to buy 10, start with 5, start with 3. Wait till they settle. But always limit order in so you don't get screwed.
Yeah. It's also important, guys, to let me specify, or let me add to that. I do market order in, but now again, this talks to Jason and I being very, very different styles of traders. Jason is trading options. And a lot of times those options have wider spreads. Okay. So he might be looking at an option that, let's say, maybe is, okay, $3.60 bid by $3.90 ask. He might be looking at an option that is a 55-cent bid and a 59-cent ask. And it's like a market order yourself in, you're giving up that spread, which on a lot of these stocks, based on the liquidity of the option, can have a larger spread. So Jason really has kind of mastered the limit ordering into these positions at these right areas. For me, when I'm trading a stock and I'm trading an actual equity that's flying around, the liquidity is through the roof. I can buy as much as I want at any price that I want. Okay. As long as I'm not looking at this massive spread, I'll market order myself into those plays. And sometimes when I'm trading those real fast moving small caps, I'll market order my way into those as well to make sure that I get my fill and I get my execution. So there are right times to market order and there are right times to limit order. Every trade is going to be different based on the volatility, the liquidity, the spread, okay, and the setup. So there's a lot of different factors that will go into when you should be using a limit order versus when you should be using a market order. We can get into a lot more detail about this, but for the sake of the time on the live stream, Jason's wants to get into some cannabis stocks with you. I want to get into my JKS trade. We're already almost 45 minutes into the live stream, and just the discussion of limit order versus market order, we can spend probably 30 minutes on that. So to answer your question, the Wolf will only use limit orders. I will enter trades on both market and limit orders. When I'm taking profit, I'm almost always limit ordering out when I'm taking profit. When I'm stopping out of a losing trade, I'm almost always market ordering out. So if that helps you, if that helps answer your question. Let's see. Tony TTGer says, how do you do your tier trading strategy with options? Does it go by number of contracts or different deltas and strikes? Actually, a really good question, but it's number of contracts. So when I enter an option, let's say if I buy 100 contracts of whatever, okay, my first take profit, I'm going to sell 25 contracts. My second, 50 contracts. My third, 25 contracts. Okay, so my tier trading strategy with options works the same way it does with stocks. Just it's how many shares. But if I own 1,000 shares of a stock, I'll sell 250, 500, 250. If I own 100 contracts of an option, I'll sell 25, 50, 25. So it's the same concept still applies. Once your profit targets are reached, you peel off the pieces in that order. That's how I use my tier trading strategy. But that's a good question because some people might stagger an option play based on strike or expiration, depending on the time frame that they're looking at on the trade. But for me, no, it just goes by number of contracts.
Yeah, and I think for me, it depends on the volatility of the option that I'm trading, right? So it's like it might be one of those options, or also you have to factor in time of the week. If you're trading an option that it expires on Friday and it's Friday, I'm going to be blown out in bigger chunks, right? If I'm trading something like US Steel, it's a slower mover. I'll do like 30, 20, 20, 30, something like that. If I'm trading like Apple or Roku, for example, on my first trip, because I know how that thing likes to move around, I might sell 75% and then hold that 25 and just hope for a dip and look for a reload. So, it really depends. Like when you're trading, especially when you're trading options, you're going to develop your own strategies, for whatever type of volatility you're trading.
Irvin Duca says he wants to know about JFU. You may not like my analysis here. You know what? It's I'm not crazy about it. You know, I don't trust these stocks. You know, it's already had 3 days of its move. It kind of put in a pretty sharp tail there today on the daily chart. I know it's trading a little bit higher here after hours. If you're long this from $1.38, I mean, I would absolutely be taking profits off the table here. You know, we'll see what happens tomorrow if they come out with any type of a news or anything. The volume is getting bigger, volume is increasing, but you do have some resistance up here. Once you get over that $2 mark, like right around 215, 220, you have resistance on the daily chart, and we found resistance today at 210. So we kind of just found resistance there at that mark on the daily chart. For those of you that are interested in JFU, I would just be a little cautious here. You know, today was day 3 of its move. You know, I think you have a pretty big likelihood of a pullback or a consolidation day tomorrow, but I have not been following this stock. I don't even know what the catalyst is for these moves. So, you know, if there's a fundamental catalyst here behind it, then, you know, obviously that could change my analysis here as far as the fundamentals go. If it does have a 4th day, 250 is your mark. It gets to 250, you got to be taking profits at 250. 250, you're going to have here your 100-day moving average. That's that purple line on my screen, and also that previous little pivot high. Oh, you're going to like this one, Wolf. What do you think about MJNA?
Yeah, it's dog shit. Let me make it easy for you. It's a share selling.
That'll be the fastest answer that I think we've ever given.
Yeah, next question. It's garbage.
Guys, stay away from MJNA, please. Let's see. Can you elaborate more on the strategy of setting those orders, Dan G? I assume that's a follow-up question to the my take profits, the 25, 50, 25, I assume. There's like a 15-second delay on the stream, so I'm just going to assume that's what you're asking me. So elaborate how I set those orders on those trades. I identify before I enter a trade, I identify 4 levels: my stop loss, my first take profit target, my second, and my third. All right, I identify all those levels before I enter the trade. So when a stock, and what a profit target level is a potential area of resistance. So what I'm basically saying is, as the stock is approaching this level, this is a potential area of resistance that the stock may not be able to break through because it is a resistance level. So I want to make sure I take profits in front of it. So when I identify profit targets, if I say to you guys, okay, $10 is my first take profit, that does not mean I'm setting my order at $10. Okay. That means I'm taking profit in front of $10. Maybe I'm taking profit at $9.85, $9.90. If I think $10 is resistance, I want to take profit in front of 10. I want to take profit as the stock approaches 10. So let's say here's $10, right? And this is a resistance level on the daily. And I'm like, okay, $10 is my profit target. And the stock is doing this. I'm taking profit there. That's where I'm taking profit. I'm not taking profit there, and I'm not waiting for the stock to do this and then taking profit here. Okay. I'm not waiting for the stock to reject and go down. I do not take profits as a stock is moving down. I take profits as a stock is moving up. And what I will do is, let's say here's 10, here's 950, and the stock is moving higher, 950, 960, 965, 970. I will then take a limit order, and I will throw a limit order out there. Let's say $9.88. And the stock is 970, 975, 980, 982, 975, 977, 972, 980, 985, 988. I get filled. It goes up to 993, finds resistance at 10, and then pulls back down. So I'm going to be taking profits off as the stock is moving higher into those levels. And that's how I take profits on all of my tiers. Whether it's the first take, the second take, or the third take, I'm taking profits off in front of those resistance levels. All right. So nice. Jacob E is about to join the THD fam, coming to us all the way from New Zealand. It does not get any further away, but welcome to the THD family, Jacob. We have members from all over the world. TTG, guys, we have members in New Zealand, Australia, Hong Kong, Singapore, Brazil, United Kingdom, Canada, Spain, Italy, Russia, Philippines. We have members that are active military stationed somewhere in the Middle East where they could not disclose their location. We have members from literally all over the world. I love my TGG fam. All right. All right, guys, that just about does it there for our live Q&A. We spent a good amount of time there on our Q&A. We're going to get into now the educational aspect of this live stream. We are going to really dive in deep. The Wolf is going to recap for you a bunch of his cannabis trades, which as of late have been absolutely insane. You got, what's up, Wolf? Are you pointing something?
Oh, no. I was just.
Oh, I thought you were pointing at.
I don't know what I was doing, honestly.
Shooter. So like I said, guys, the Wolf's going to talk to you guys about some of his cannabis plays. He's been crushing the cannabis stocks. I'm going to recap for you guys the JKS trade. Before we get into the educational aspect of the live stream, what I want you guys all to do right now, if you have not done so already, everybody take a minute, smash that like button. Let the Wolf and I know how much you guys appreciate these live streams. Let us know how much you appreciate these live Q&As, helping answer your questions, sharing our knowledge and experience with you to help you guys become more consistently profitable traders. It is our pleasure. We love doing it. We're always giving away free educational information on these live streams. Let us know how much you guys enjoy and appreciate it before we get into the educational part of the live stream. It really also helps me out with the channel, guys, helps out with that algorithm. Like away, like away, like away. Smash that like button, guys. Let me know how much you guys appreciate the work and the energy and the time that the Wolf and I put into helping you guys. Glenny Trades, man, you kill me, bro. Glenny Trades goes, I'd rather gently press.
Glenny.
Glenny's the best, bro.
I can't wait to do my one-on-one with Glenny.
When's your one-on-one with Glenny?
He told me it was like 2 weeks. I'm like, no, let's do it this week.
You know what, Glenny, call me now. Call me after the live.
Seriously,
we'll do a three-way.
I was talking to him, and I was like, it was 9 o'clock at night. I was like, trying to hint to him, like, dude, I'd do it right now. I'm like, what's your number?
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff, guys. All right, awesome, guys. Smash that like button, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. For those of you that are brand new, remember, do not forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bells, smash that like button. Okay, guys, what we're going to do now, okay, I'm going to give the floor to the Wolf. Okay, again, for those of you that are brand new to the stream, or maybe you guys just tuned in, or maybe you're unfamiliar, it's your first time, quick little recap on who the Wolf is. Jason Spatafora, he's one of our top traders in True Trading Group. He's an option specialist and a cannabis expert connoisseur, okay? Right now, currently sporting the highest win rate in the TGG chat room, this man right here, and he is destroying these cannabis stocks. Okay, nobody knows the cannabis sector better than him. He's been quoted and focused in Men's Journal, Forbes, Penthouse. What else have you been in? You've been in a bunch of stuff.
High Times, The Street magazine. Men's Journal did like a 5-page story on me. Forbes, The Street, Investopedia, quoted a lot on Market Watch, U.S. News and World Report, Bloomberg, BBC, a bunch of other stuff too. But yeah,
all small publications, pretty much.
All small publications,
like your local Gazette. Cool.
Yes.
All right. So, guys, like I said, I'm gonna introduce you guys now to Jason Spatafora, the Wolf. Nobody knows the cannabis sector better than him. Like I said, he's been crushing these cannabis stocks. I'm gonna turn the floor over to him. You guys want to give him a follow on Twitter? His username, his Twitter handle is right there at the bottom of the screen. It's at Wolf of Weed Street. Street is ST. I'm gonna give the floor to him. Let him talk to you guys for a couple minutes about some of his cannabis plays that he's been absolutely crushing. Go ahead, Wolf. Take it away.
I haven't been in Out magazine, but if I was, I'm glad you guys support my life choices. So yeah, guys. So we have been just like Mike said, just absolutely crushing pod stocks. I actually did a little. It was almost like a study group this weekend because we're going into an election that's really important, not for the presidency, not for the Senate, for cannabis, okay? We care about, okay, well, which states are going to have initiatives where we can actually benefit off of that. So New Jersey, Arizona, both going rec, Montana as well on the ballot. Mississippi's got medical, and a couple of other obscure places that really don't factor too much into what we're doing. But I wanted to do this study group to make sure everybody was on the same page with what I've been doing since July. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that in March of 2019, I've made a very public, hey, I'm getting out of pot stocks, or the remainder of my pot stocks. I got out of the bulk. I got out of 80% of my position in October of 2018, right before Canada went legal. That ended up being probably the smartest thing I've ever done, investing. And then, you know, just trading my way through March, getting out of everything, and then going short. Now, we've been in a bear market, as you may know, and we are coming out of it. And we're coming out of it right on the cusp of companies in the United States actually doing what the companies in Canada all said they were going to do, which was be profitable, grow a lot of weed, grow to scale, and, you know, keep increasing our footprint. US companies have all done that. Well, not all US companies, a handful of them. These would be Green Thumb Industries, which is primarily based in Illinois, Curaleaf, which is in Florida, New Jersey, Arizona, California. They're pretty much everywhere. TerraScend, Cresco Labs, and TrueLeaf. You know, those are like the top five. You know, those are like the five horsemen of the weed apocalypse. And since July, I was like, well, I'm not so sure this is the right time to get in, but we did. And it was a great time because with the strategy that I've kind of adopted with pot stocks, we've basically increased our positions, reduced our risk, all with house money. So to give you an idea, you know, we got into TerraScend at 286. We took that from 286 to 480, 475, back down to 4. Now it's back at 6. Cresco Labs, 515 to 770, back to 550. Now we're back at 770. TrueLeaf positions at 17. Green Thumb from 1360 to 1620 to 12. Now we're back at 1650, and Curaleaf pretty much the same. And then on our speculative front, we've crushed Harvest in at 96 cents. That hit $1.90 today. Acreage, first crack at it was small, got back in from $1.95, and now $3.10 today. So, you know, the strategy is this, and this is something, you know, I hope you guys smash the like button for, because this is something nobody will tell you in cannabis. I often hear, oh, you need to buy and hold. I'm a buy and hold type of investor, right? It is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard when trading pot stocks. Guys, understand, I've been trading pot stocks since there was 13 pot stocks. There's over 300 now, all right? Buy and hold is, yeah, you could do it. You better be right, because there's a cycle to pot stocks. I'll give you a real quick one, all right? Aurora, the company that everybody loves to hate. I hate it, trust me. But I've also made some of the most money in the industry on that trade alone. So in 2016, for example, I got in at 89 cents. I bought 20,000 shares, but 20,000 shares, sold them at like $3. Out, 60 grand, great. Good job, right? Well, guess what happens in the summer of 2017? Or the summer of 2017, it drops down below $1. I reloaded at $1.03. Sell it all the way up, all right? Pulls back to 5. I reload, sell it at $12.29, $1.2 million off of a $20,000 trade. Obviously, it took a couple of years to do that, But using that system, that's exactly what we're doing with these pot stocks now. And the system works. And everybody that's here in TTG will tell you that the system that I'm doing works. I mean, it doesn't help, it doesn't hurt that the companies that we're investing in are not dog crap. All right. Understand that the companies in Canada are just, they're dying. They're running out of cash. The market is just saturated. They're not getting any help from the government. They've botched the rollout of everything. And they're sitting on product that is basically going to waste. Whereas in the United States, we still have catalysts. We have safe banking, we have decriminalization, we have rescheduling. We've got medical marijuana that could get federally legalized. And then the holy grail, which is recreational marijuana for everybody, basically what Canada has. And yeah, we're a couple years out. And if you had to ask me would I want it tomorrow, I wouldn't. Why? Because I want to do what I did to Canada from 2016 to 2018. I want to do that in the United States. Okay. Understand this. You know, people look at it as, oh, I'm investing in something that, you know, it just gets you high. No, you're investing in something that has CPG possibilities, which is consumer packaged goods. That means brands, the next Snickers, the next Nestle, the next Coke of weed. That's definitely a possibility. And then you've got a whole pharma aspect of it that's a complete blue sky. And we're not even talking about industrial hemp, CBD, and some of those properties. So the industry is really just kind of taking off. And, you know, with what we've been doing, you know, if you think about where everything was 3 weeks ago and how we've traded it, I don't think that there's anybody that isn't just like excited. Guys, this is how we trade marijuana. And I'll stop with this. Have you ever been in a stock position that you were long and you take some profit and then you're cheering for the thing to get crushed? You're like, just get crushed. That's how we are every day, because we are literally taking the tops, reloading the perfect dips, and then watching them rebound. But you can only do that with companies that have long-term potential. And in TTG, you know, the next 2 weeks are really going to set us up for the next 6 months. So if you're interested in cannabis, you know, stop guessing, stop chasing like old dinosaurs like MJ&A or CBIS or whatever crap was on the OTC, and, you know, start looking for quality, because, you know, that quality is actually fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy it's crazy the growth and to see how much that the industry has changed over the last like 5 years. When you look at like the quality of the companies, you know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's such
Well,
a different breed of and quality of company today than back in the day. And a lot of people that are not educated enough on really true value in the sector are still stuck on those names, because MJ&A, CBIS, like these are the stocks that hemp. I mean, these are the names that people know, because those are the ones that got all the attention when the industry first came to light. But the industry, you know, this is an example where, you know, first to market is not best in breed by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, those companies are crap. And, you know, the companies that the Wolf has been, you know, positioning himself in, and also, you know, positioning TGD members in to capitalize on this move, are light years ahead, light years better quality than an MJ&A, a hemp, a CBIS, any one of those original companies that was around in 2014. So like I said, if you guys are interested in anything cannabis related, this guy is the guy to talk to. Give him a follow on Twitter, and he is in our chat room every single day, just pillaging these cannabis stocks. So you guys are definitely going to want to check him out. All right. Let me see. All right, so now I am going to now. Um, is there anything else that you want? Because I'm going to get into JKAS now, Wolf. If you wanted to.
No, I'm sure I'm getting, well, like, what are my top, and I have no problem saying it because if you follow me on Twitter, Green Thumb, Cure Leaf, True Leaf, TerraSend, Cresco Labs. And then outside of that, I mean, like, one of my biggest positions is actually none of those. And it's actually IIPR. And then, I've also got Power REIT, which are two REITs. But really, I think you need to focus on Cure Leaf, Green Thumb, and and True Leaf. I I really like those. I don't own True Leaf anymore. I used to own a lot of it. I just can't bring myself to rebuying it, so I've just put that money to work elsewhere. But it is one of it's a great company, and the company that stands to gain the most after this election is going to be Curaleaf, with New Jersey going rec and Arizona possibly most likely going rec. Okay, so there you go. There's your membership.
There it is. There's your membership, guys. Wolf just gave you guys a free membership right there. Take advantage of it. All right, take advantage of it. All right, Wolf. Thanks for joining me tonight, brother. Great stuff as always. I will see you in chat tomorrow. We'll keep kicking some ass and taking some names.
Bye, everybody.
Later, man. All right, guys. All right. So, with that being said, what I'm going to do now, you guys go ahead and give me a follow now on Twitter before I jump in and I start to talk about my JKS trade. Okay. You guys can give me a follow on Twitter. My username is right there on the bottom of your screen. It is at Mike Edward _TTG. Again, at Mike Edward _TTG. I'm always posting cool stuff on Twitter, trade recaps, trade ideas, general market commentary, sentiment. Okay, I'm always posting, motivational stuff, testimonial. I'm always posting some great stuff on Twitter. So you guys definitely want to go ahead and give me a follow there on Twitter at Mike Edward _TTG. Now, what I want to do now, guys, is I want to dive in. I want to talk to you guys about JKS. JKS today, huge sell-off, and it is actually still trading lower after hours. I'll pull up the chart just so you guys can see it real quick before we do get into the actual trade recap. There is the day today on JKS, massive sell-off day. I'll take you guys to the 3-minute chart. We're actually trading lower here after hours, all the way down to 66. Okay, all the way down to 66. We closed up there around 68, 69, and we finished the day we're finishing the after hour session all the way down there around 66. So the stock got absolutely pulverized today, and it is continuing lower. Now, what I want to point out to you guys on this JKS trade is the steadiness of the climb that you saw here. The steadiness of this climb is not normal. This is not traditional trading activity. This is a Chinese stock. I would not be the least bit surprised, and I'm not even the least bit surprised. I'm actually pretty certain there's a lot of manipulation that went on in here. This is not the way that stocks typically trade. And when it was time for the stock to crack, okay, I thought that we were going to get this massive sell-off. Okay, so what I actually want to do right now, before I actually get into the trade recap, I want to show you guys really yesterday's video clip. If you guys were on my live stream yesterday, okay, never mind if you were in chat with me today and you could have followed along with my trade today in chat because we called it perfectly. But if you were on my live stream last night, I broke down for you exactly what I thought JKS was going to do. I said yesterday that I thought JKS was going to get down to at least 70, possibly even 50. That was exactly what I said on my live stream last night. And I even drew out a candle on the chart of JKS to tell you exactly what I think the chart was going to look like going forward. This was last night. So I want to do for you guys right now real quick. I want to actually play a clip for you. Okay, I want to play a clip for you guys. Okay, from that live stream last night so you guys can see exactly what I'm referring to. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, so here we go. So here I want to show you guys, this is the recording from last night's live stream. I'm going to play it for you guys for just a couple of moments. So here we go. When that top gets put in on JKS, I think the stock can easily go back to 70, maybe even 50. Okay. I think we are going to see one day on JKS a candle that's going to look like this. I think this is what you're going to see one day on JKS. Okay. I think that's what you're going to see one day on JKS. Okay. I really do. I think you're going to see that type of candle one day. Okay. So, and I'm going to be ready for it. Maybe that was a little exaggerated, but maybe you're going to get a candle that looks something like this. Maybe that first candle was a little exaggerated. Okay. So maybe that was a little exaggerated. Okay, but that's what I think we're going to get on JKS. All right. So guys, there you have it. There you have it. Now, what I want to do right now that I just showed you the candle that I drew yesterday, let's take a look at the chart today. Does that look familiar to anybody? Where have I seen this chart before? Where have I seen this before? Oh, that's right. Just a couple seconds ago on the video I just showed you guys from the live stream last night, which is when I drew that candle. Is that not the exact candle that I just showed you on the live stream last night? All you guys have to do is be in chat with me to capitalize on these movements. Okay, that is exactly what I said was going to happen on the live stream last night. On the live stream last night, I said, I think the stock can get down to at least 70, possibly even 50. That was the very first couple of seconds of the video that I just played for you guys. And look at this candle, this massive red candle, this major engulfing sell-off day. And we absolutely crushed this thing short. Okay. We absolutely crushed this thing short. Let me go and I'll show you guys the entry point on this one. And actually, I'm going to actually talk you guys through the entry point here and kind of what gave me the confidence to go after this thing short when I did. Because I'm already saying to myself that I'm looking for the stock to give me that move. I'm looking for the top to be put in. Another thing that I said to you guys in the live stream last night was that I said that based on the price action that I saw on JKS the last 2 days, not today, last night. Last night I said, based on the price action from the last 2 days, I think a top is very, very, very near. Now, I'm going to go back over with you and explain to you how I came to that conclusion. I'm going to go explain to you how I came to that conclusion. But first, let's talk about what made me know now was the time to pull the trigger, because there was a very specific piece of price action on JKS early in the morning today that gave me a very clear sign of weakness. And I want to point this signal out to you. This is a signal that's based on two things: price action and volume. So next time you guys see this type of signal, you can act on it. This type of signal does hold true both to the short side, and then also the inverse of this signal also holds true to the upside. So I want to walk you guys through this combination of price action and volume that will give you a signal, okay, that the stock is weak and it's time to get short. We had JKS today with a gap down. This was the only part that I was wrong about JKS. Last night on my live stream, I said I thought JKS was going to gap up today, but instead we actually gapped down, and then we put in this different signal that was the sign of weakness that gave me the confidence to pull the trigger, and then we got the huge sell-off day, which is exactly what I said we were looking for yesterday. So what happened here today was we had the gap down, and we went from new low to new high. Okay. Now, typically, okay, when a stock goes new low, new high, okay, that's a sign of strength. This happened too quickly to be considered a new low, new high. You want to see a stock actually make a new low and then make a new high. This is not making a new low. This is just the opening low of the day. So for example, a new low, new high situation would be if, let's say right here, after we put in that low, okay, would be if JKS did this. Okay, if JKS had done this, let's draw out the candle for you. Okay, if JKS had done that, that would have been a new low, new high, because here's your initial low of the day. There's your low of the day, right? Right here would have been the stock making a new low. And if the stock immediately went from a brand new low of the day straight up to actually make a new high of the day without any consolidation in between, that would be a sign of strength. Okay, that would be a sign of strength. It's called new low, new high is what I call it. Okay, new low, new high. You got a similar signal to that today, but just to the downside, in the sense that JKS, okay, today gapped down, shot up, went green, and made a new high of the day. Not only is this a new high of the day, but this is a new all-time high. That's why this becomes significant. That's a new all-time high. And then as soon as we made a new all-time high, we made automatically a new low. No consolidation whatsoever in between. No buying pressure stepping in to buy after the stock has just made a new all-time high. So you had a new all-time high that was followed up by an immediate new low of the day. That is a glaring sign of weakness when you get a new high, new low. And the whole concept here is understand the price action. A stock just made a new all-time high, which is typically a bullish signal, which should typically bring what? Buyers. But this stock had no buyers whatsoever at that level, so much so that the stock was able to make a fresh low of the day, uninterrupted, unimpeded. It's called new high, new low. That's what I call this. That to me was a glaring sign of weakness. But what capped that off for me, the glaring weakness was the increase in volume when that happened. This stock traded more volume when it went from a new all-time high to a new low of the day than it did when it went from the open up to a new all-time high. So you're telling me then that selling pressure from the high to the new low was heavier than the buying pressure from the open to the new all-time high. Therefore, that's a sign of what? Aggressive selling. People are selling aggressively as the price is moving lower. That to me further confirmed the weakness in JKS today, which was my new high, new low. And as soon as we broke the low of the day, increase in volume, we get the bounce back. Okay, again, there's your initial low. We broke it. We get the bounce back right into that initial morning low. Your trade line area was also sitting there. When I draw out my Fibonacci retracement levels, you'll also see that we had the 38.2 Fibonacci level, the initial morning low, the trade line, all sitting right at that $84 level. On that bounce back right there, folks, is where I jumped in and shorted JKS. And the rest is history. Okay, the rest is history. And we get what? This massive sell-off candle. Heaviest volume that this stock has ever traded. Okay, heaviest volume this stock has ever traded today on this massive sell-off. Let me go back and delete all that. Okay, heaviest volume this stock has ever traded on this sell-off. I do think there's more downside coming. It is now, I think, safe to short bounces on JKS. The momentum has shifted. Okay, this entire time, the momentum was to the upside and you would buy dips. Okay, the trade on JKS up to this point was buy dips, buy dips, buy dips. Okay, now what happened today is a crack in momentum. So now what I'm going to look for is no longer are we looking to buy dips. We are now looking to short bounces. And that's what we're going to be looking for now moving forward on JKS. I think there's more downside on JKS. I do, like I said yesterday on my live stream, I said I think we can at least get to 70, possibly 50. I still believe that. We've already gotten below 70. We got all the way down to 66 after hours. I do think there's more room to the downside. Maybe we get a little bit of a breather day tomorrow. Maybe the stock takes a little bit of a breather. Maybe we have like a little bit where we make the new low, which we're already trading below it now. But maybe we just kind of have like a little bit of a breather day. Maybe sit here on low volume for 1 or 2 days and then continue our downward spiral, or we just continue the sell-off tomorrow and this thing just gets smoked. And you have something that looks something similar to this on JKS. So I'm not sure, if we're going to get just a tremendous sell-off follow-through after a day like today, or if the stock is going to take a little bit of a breather, try to bounce, or what. But I'm now looking to short bounces on JKS, and today was an absolute picture-perfect short on this JKS. Was an absolute thing of beauty, and it all goes back to calling it out yesterday live on the live stream for everyone and all to see. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, does anybody have any questions specifically about the JKS short and anything that I just explained to you? Does anybody have any questions about, oh, sorry, I totally forgot. I want to explain to you why yesterday I even drew that candle in the first place. I want to talk to you why I even drew that candle in the first place. Let me go back to the chart. Okay, so last night, right, we talked about this on the live stream. We talked about that I'm looking for that type of candle. I already showed you that video. That's exactly what I said the stock was going to do. It did it today. We capitalized on it. We crushed it. Great day. Nice job, right? But what made me say that yesterday on the live stream, what made me say, guys, I think the top is very near. And what made me say that was finally the stock started to extend and started to open. What you will notice, okay, during this climb, this is a very methodical climb. This is a very stair step with a very clean and defined trend line. Okay, a very clear and defined trend line. You can see on this trend line, the stock really never got too far away from this trend line. It almost tapped it and touched it every single day. Okay, you look at this. Look at this entire move higher. Okay, when you look at this entire move higher, you will see that none of these candles ever extended away from this trend line. Do you see how all of these candles, even on these green days, the next day, that's that level? Okay, you never had one of these stocks where we just extended. Well, zoom in now to yesterday. Look at yesterday's candle and look at the space between yesterday's candle and that trend line. Finally, the stock had gotten parabolic. Okay, finally, the stock had gotten parabolic. Finally, the stock had opened up, and we had this massive 2-day run on huge volume. Look at the volume on yesterday's candle. This massive extension. And that's what you need when you get a trade like this. That's what you need in order for a top to get put in. Okay, you need that extension because understand what's happening during that extension. Your short sellers are finally giving up. Okay, your short sellers are finally giving up. This entire time, the stock has climbed slowly and methodically because whenever the stock would pull back, shorts would try to cover, longs would buy the dip, and the stock would bounce back. Every single dip got bought up in JKS. That's because buyers and short sellers were both net buyers. Short sellers are buying dips because they're trying to cover out of their position. Longs are buying dips because they're trying to get long for further upside. So you have buyers and short sellers are both net buyers during this short squeeze. That's what happens when it's during a short squeeze. When you're doing a short squeeze, you have longs and short sellers both become net buyers. That's why the stock moves higher so steadily and such an extreme fashion. So once JKS gave you this extension, that was your short seller saying, you know what? The hell with this. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. And they're no longer covering on pullbacks. They're just flat out covering. And they're covering aggressively. And that's what's pushing the stock higher so fast. Because now they're no longer covering on dips. They're just covering, and that's forcing the stock higher. Okay, maybe they got margin called. Maybe they just couldn't take the pain anymore. And they just said, the hell with this. And they got squeezed out. Now, that extension move in the share price does two things. It gets your short sellers out, but it also says to long traders, wow, what a big move. I'm going to start taking profit. I'm going to start taking profit. So now what has just happened? You just went from longs and short sellers both being net buyers, buying any dip or pullback in the share price. But now that the shorts have covered, and that creates this extension move, you now do not have the short seller that is the net buyer because the short has covered their position. So now when the stock pulls back in, you have removed some net buyers that are trying to cover short positions. What you have also done by this extension move has changed the mindset of a long trader to say, I'm going to get long to I'm going to take profit. So you just had net buyers of short sellers, net buyers of long traders turn into net sellers. Now you have your long traders are taking profit. They're no longer buying. And your short sellers are no longer playing the game because they've covered their position. So you've removed that net buyer. That is how you get such a drastic pullback in share price, because you have such a smaller amount of net buyers today than you had over the last 2 months. So once the stock starts to pull in, when longs start taking profit, there is not the same amount of net buyers to buy those pullbacks, to buy those dips, and you get this bottomless drop where it seems like the stock just has no floor. Okay? That is what took place on JKS. That is what I said on my live stream last night. If you missed my live stream last night, I talked about JKS at around the 20 to 22 minute mark is when I start talking about JKS. I talked about it for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I highly recommend when we're done with this video, you guys go back and watch my live stream last night. You can fast forward. I think it's either 20, 21, or 22 minute mark when I start talking about JKS. Go back and watch that part of the live stream because I break down this entire segment and I explain to you that's what's happening with that price action on JKS. And I'm saying a top is very, very near because of that price action. I'm looking to get short this thing, and it gave me this setup today. And I used that price action and that understanding of the net buyers versus net sellers. I used that analysis to say, okay, it's time to get short. But what made me pull the trigger was the intraday setup that was the new high, new low, and then the retest of the initial morning low. Okay, so again, the new high, new all-time high that flushed right down to a new low with increasing volume on the new low. We bounced back on very low volume compared to the volume on the sell-off to retest what was the initial morning low. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, was your entry to get short JKS, and the rest was history. Okay, and the rest was history. Congratulations to all of my TTG fam that caught this trade today in chat. It was an absolute monster. Was an absolute monster. Some people shorted the stock. Some people bought put options. However you decide to play this stock, all you had to do was be on the live stream last night and be in chat with us tomorrow. I mean, be in chat with us today, and you guys could have capitalized on this move. Was one hell of a trade. Now, does anybody have any questions? Okay. Does anybody have any questions about that analysis? About what I just explained to you with JKS? Now is the time to ask if you guys have questions about that setup. And that deserves a sip of my Macallan 18. How do I figure my risk on the trade? Okay, so I figure my risk on that trade, okay, by looking at where's my potential resistance level if the low does not hold, right? Here we go. Okay, so where's my stop loss, right, in this situation? Okay, where's my stop loss? In this situation, okay, at the time that I entered this trade, let's draw out the Fibonacci levels. Let's get the full setup here, right? Let's get the full setup, okay? So here's your full setup. Your full setup is right here. Initial morning low lines up with your 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, which also lines up with the trade line. And what is above it? What's above it? Okay, what's above it? There's your VWAP indicator, and there's your 50 Fibonacci retracement level. So what I'm doing is I'm getting short into this resistance level with my stop loss right at your next resistance level, which is right over 85, which is my VWAP and my 50 Fib. So I've got my initial morning low, 38.2 Fibonacci level, and my trade line to give me my entry point. That's the resistance level that is my entry point. And my stop loss becomes the resistance level that's just above it. Okay, that was just above it. All right, so when you enter that trade, that's where you're stopping out. Okay. And yeah, guys, and I was taking profit down into this move. Okay, I was taking profits down into this move. So there's your entry, and then there's your take profits as the stock drifts to new lows. Okay, but where's my stop loss on the entry point? I assume you're asking me where's my stop loss on the entry point, because yeah, your question was on your risk. Okay, on your risk. All right, and there you have it, guys. All right, there you have it. Let me see. If you're saying you normally step out above your entry in this instance, you start the trade line. Why? Honestly, Flip, good question. It's not that I usually stop out all the way back at my entry after I take profits. You know, it depends on the trade setup. So if I want to move it, you know, as I take profits, as the trade works in my favor, I move my stop loss with it. So like and the same thing goes to the long side. If I'm buying a stock, if I'm going long a stock and the stock breaks out, gets to my first take profit, gets to my second take profit, I move my stop loss up with that trade. I do the same thing to the downside. So usually what will happen is like once my second take profit is reached, okay, once my second take profit is reached, I always move my stop loss. Sometimes depending on the trade setup, if it's my first take profit target, then I might keep it as my original stop, depending on the setup. But if my second target is reached, Flip, I will always move my stop loss once my second target is reached. Where does the stock go from here? I think the stock has more downside. I don't know if we're going to just completely sell off again tomorrow like we did today, or if the stock's going to try to bounce back. But I think the stock has more downside. I think the stock gets into the 50s. Okay, I think the stock gets into the 50s. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Matey Mate says, how do you short JKS without using options? I noticed there are no options on JKS. Matey Mate, there are options on JKS. JKS does have options. I shorted the stock itself. Okay. I shorted the stock itself. It was easy to borrow on Lightspeed. Okay. But if you were not able to short the stock, then you could have bought a put option instead. All right, guys. Any other questions about JKS? Oh, Juan Luis, that's way too general a question, my brother. Says, how do you know when a stock is going up? My advice to you, my man, it sounds like you're brand new. My advice to you is to, join TTG, go through the beginner courses first before you even think about trading, okay? Go through the beginner courses first. Start learning before you start trading. If you're a beginner and you're brand new, please, all right, do yourself a favor, learn first, trade second. Robert Lago, I do think the stock's going lower, so I'm going to look to short JKS on bounces. So I'm hoping that I get a bounce tomorrow that I can short. If we gap down tomorrow and just flush, I'm going to have a very difficult time reshorting the stock if we gap down and continue to sell off, because I'll feel like I'm chasing it down. I really want to see a bounce back that I can get short and then roll it down. Nice. Wingerod. Great job. Said I bought the put that was called out by the wolf. Great job. I know, Joel. I know, man. I know. I drew that red candle yesterday. It's so crazy. It was so crazy, dude. It was crazy. Adebayo Orowalo said, you asked me a question about HYLN yesterday. I didn't see your question yesterday, but right now I want to stay on topic, guys. Just want to see if anybody has any other questions about JKS. And then if we have some time, I'll look at HYLN. But let's just stay on topic just for the sake of the stream, just for now. If anybody has any other questions about JKS. Awesome. Very cool. All right, good stuff, guys. All right, cool. So no more questions. All right, so let me just do real quick one thing. Let me just take a look at HYLN real quick, just for that one person that just asked me about HYLN. What are my thoughts on it? Wow, this thing looks absolutely horrendous. You probably get a bounce off $20. All right, HYLN, you probably get a bounce off $20. I would just consider it a dead count bounce. I would not look for you to just absolutely sink your teeth in long, but I think you get a dead cat bounce off of 20 that could possibly take you back up to 26. So you probably get a little bit of a dead cat bounce off of 20, but that's not something that I like what I'm seeing on that chart at all whatsoever. But I think you get a dead cat bounce in front of 20. All right, guys. All right, gang. So that does it there for my trade recap on JKS. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Did you guys enjoy that? I mean, how crazy was it that I called that? I drew that candle out yesterday. I literally drew that candle out yesterday. That is just absolutely nuts, insane that we drew that candle yesterday and it absolutely came to perfect fruition here today. And we were ready to jump all over. It was an absolute thing of beauty, guys. It was absolutely incredible. If you guys were impressed by me drawing out that candle, if you have not done so already, go ahead and smash that like button, guys. If you just learned something on JKS about the extension with about short sellers and long traders going from net buyers to net sellers and recognizing that in the price action, understanding what price action means. If you learn something by understanding, okay, new high, new low, increasing volume, that's a sign of weakness. If you learn something on what we just talked about, that's my goal. My goal is on every single one of these live streams is for you to learn something you did not know before. I want each and every single one of you that are watching my live streams to feel that when you are done, that you are a better trader than you were before you signed on. I give away all of these free lessons on here and these free Q&As, guys, on the regular. If you're brand new to the channel, you want to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, make sure you guys never miss out on any one of these live streams. I'm always dropping golden nuggets of information that can greatly help you guys on your journey to becoming consistently profitable traders. So go ahead and smash that like button. Let me know how much you guys appreciate these live streams and me kind of giving you guys my trade predictions and my trade call outs. Go ahead and smash that like button. All right. Now, what do we got here, guys? What do we got? Let's take some attendance. Let's do a little roll call. How many people we got right here, right now that are joining me that are not in True Trading Group? If you guys are not a TTG member, go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you guys are not a TTG member, I want you to type TTG in chat right now. I want to see how many non-TTG members that we have. I know my TTG fam is here in full effect. I can see my TTG fam. I know all you guys. You guys are the best. I see my crew. You guys are awesome. I love you guys for coming on these live streams. I always have a blast with you guys. But if you're not a member, guys, go ahead and type TTG. Well, I top off the last of my Macallan 18. Well deserved today. Well deserved. All right, we got Free Frank 2020, Cesar Vasquez, Rob S, Kent Block, Jeff, Rui, HC, Nick Shaw, Rhea Badali. Upper Class Arms, Rod Elmeni, Sam Kadri, Stan Mack, first time. Nice, bro. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Subscribe to the channel, brother. MJ Racer, Santosh, Massimo, Juan Luis, Antonio, new member. Yo, Antonio, what's up, man? Welcome to the fam. Chris Kovac, Cam King, Jessica Miani, second day as a member. Welcome to the family, Jessica. Oh, Cisno, my boy, what's good? Beautifully Different Me, not a TG member. Vinroy, not a member. Carrie, not a member. Carrie soon. Vela Jean, Scarlett. Craig Tumilty. Nice. Cesar Vasquez says, I plan on signing up soon. I'm ready when you are, my man. I'm ready when you are. Be good to me. Yo, Tiziano Juracino from Argentina, TG member. I'll include Argentina to the list. Like I told you guys before, we have members from all over the world. There's one in Argentina. What's good? First timer. Nice. What's up? Nice, nice. Stan, welcome to the team, brother. Nice, guys. Awesome. Beautiful. Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. Really great stuff. Okay, so non-TC members. Awesome. Guys, definitely, like I said, subscribe to the channel. I'm always doing these live streams. I'm always giving you guys information totally for free to help you guys out with your trading careers. Now, how many of you are part of my TG3 trial program? If you're part of the 7-day, we have a 7-day trial. It's called our TTG3 trial program. If you are a member of our trial program, guys, go ahead and type the number 3 in chat right now. Yo, Justin Birdie, what's up, my man? Lifetime TTG member, Justin Birdie, coming to us from LA. Thanks for joining me on the stream, my man. Yeah, Brandon Boyles just upgraded to a full-time subscription. He was a TTG3 member. Yesterday, he was typing the number 3 in chat. Today, full-time TTG member. Brandon, welcome to the family, bro. Hi, Craig. Thank you. You know, I think I'm pretty good at the name pronunciations. Am I not? I mean, I feel like I'm pretty, unless I'm just totally butchering everyone's name, but I feel like I'm doing them correctly. All right, Rui's a trial member. Rob S. is a trial member. Fergs Kamaski, third day as part of the THD fam. Velajan Scarlett, a TTD3 member. Cool, guys. All right, not too many trial members that are here with me today. David says, I'm here all the time. I'm here all the time. I love it. Ladybird, nice. Okay. Nick Talk, me too, man, right? Bro, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm so hyped like it's 9 a.m. This stuff gets me so hyped. This stuff gets me so hyped. Me too, man. Trust me, you're not alone on that one. You're not alone on that one, man. It gets me hyped too. All right, beautiful. So, guys, listen up real quick. I want to, for those of you that are brand new, like there's a couple of you, like Stan, a couple of you guys that are brand new, it's your very first time. My buddy here from Argentina that just commented, your first time here. Let me just recap for you guys just real quick for those of you that may not know who I am. Guys, my name is Michael Lauder. I'm the head trader at True Trading Group. Okay. I am a former award-winning hedge fund trader. I began my career working for a hedge fund in New York City, and we managed about $500 million. I went through a 3-month educational training program at that hedge fund before they let me trade $1 of their money. That education allowed me to go on to receive a Trader of the Year award, which is right here. This is from 2008 is when I won that award. I keep it on my desk just as a reminder of, cool times in my life. I'm actually pretty proud of that award because I was actually really young when I won that award. And 2008 was when the stock market was crashing and the world was coming to an end. And I was actually excelling at the hedge fund so much so that I won an award. Fast forward now, this is now 16 years later, and in True Trading Group, you guys are getting access to the same education that I received when I was working at a hedge fund. Okay. And that's kind of the key, that when it comes time to you being part of True Trading Group, you're not learning gimmicks. You're not learning little secrets. Okay. You're learning hardcore professional education. And we do have, like I said, that TTG3 trial membership. which is a 7-day trial that I said that, some of you guys were asking about. Hey, I'm ready for the trial. So no problem. You guys that are interested in joining the trial, come be in chat with me, because all you had to do was be in chat today. You could have crushed JKS with me short. If you were in chat with me yesterday, you could have crushed WEI 59% gain. If you were in chat with me on Monday, KXIN, you could have crushed it 113% gain. All you need to do, guys, in order to join our 7-day trial is to visit www.ttgthree.com. The URL is right there at the bottom of your screen. Again, that's ttgthree.com. It is just a one-time payment of $3. It's $3. What do you guys have to lose? It's less than a cup of coffee. For that 7-day trial, you are going to be able to see our member dashboard and get an inside look into the resources and tools that are available to you as a full-time THD member, because it's not just about a chat room into your training group. It's not just about trade alerts. We provide you guys with resources and tools as in addition to the courses. We provide you with a lot of different things I'll get into in a minute. You guys can be part of it for 7 days. The trial also includes 3 days in our chat room to trade with me live and the Wolf and the rest of our teaching moderators. Okay, you guys can trade with us live in chat. You will also get 3 courses, multiple chapters in each course, that are guaranteed to help make you guys better traders. I specifically made these courses for our trial members. Whether you are a brand new beginner or you're more experienced, there is stuff in those courses that will make you a better trader. Okay, all of that's included with your 7-day trial. You'll also be able to use our Benzinga Pro news feed, our live squawk box, which is where you guys can actually listen to breaking news alerts. We have somebody in chat that reads out breaking news alerts. You can listen to it through your speakers instead of having to read news headlines. You guys can use that during your trial. You'll also be able to use our stock profile tool, which is where we conduct all of our due diligence on all of these stocks. We see all the analyst ratings, and then you'll be able to see all of our trade history. Myself, the other moderators in chat, we keep a trade log of all of our performance. So myself, Jason Spatafor, who was on the live stream with me tonight, Jay Down and Chris Toner, we are all fully transparent, fully accountable. All of our wins, all of our losses, you guys see right there on the website, the good, the bad, the ugly, the sexy, all right there for you guys to view and see. You can see and track all of our performance. Right now, as a room together, all the mods together, we are sporting about a 78% win rate right now in the chat room, which means when we are calling out trade alerts, 78% of the time they are profitable trades. Okay, so that is everything that you guys get access to for a one-time payment of just $3. Okay, you can upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial, but you're under no obligation to do so. It is a one-time payment of $3. It is not reoccurring. It is a one-time payment of $3. Okay, and that is our THD3 trial program. So again, for those of you that are interested in our trial program, you guys can visit ttgthree.com. It's right there at the bottom of your screen. Okay, so if you guys want to know how I'm calling out these trades like JKS, like I called it perfectly spot on yesterday and capitalized on it today, you guys get your butts in chat. All you gotta do is be with me in chat, and this trial gets you 3 days in chat. Now, if you are ready to join the team full time, you guys want to trade with me you don't just want 3 days. You want to trade with me, for the rest of the year. Okay, we do have a full-time membership where you guys can actually get a 40% discount tonight by using coupon code TTG1020. But let me explain to you guys what you get access to. Okay, let me explain to you what you get access to as a full-time member that's different from the trial membership. Your full-time membership is going to get you access to our daily trading chat room every single day. Okay, we open our chat from 7:30 a.m. We close it down at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, and I share my screen with you throughout the day, as does other moderators in chat. So you see exactly what we're doing, exactly what I'm looking at. I'm also live on the microphone talking to you throughout the day, just like I'm talking to you now, just like I'm breaking down the charts like I'm doing with you now. I do that live during the day. So during the day, I'm going through the charts. I'm showing people, I'm talking to people, guys, look here, look at this support, this resistance. This is where you're going to want to get short. This is where your stop loss area is going to want to be. And I walk people through what I'm going to do before I actually do it. And that's the key. When I buy a stock or short a stock or take profit, whatever, I always tell people what I'm doing before I actually do it. Makes it very easy for you to follow along with my trades. I am not a scalper. I'm not in and out of trades within seconds. I'm a traditional day trader that also swing trades. My trades last several minutes to several hours long, sometimes several days. So it's very easy for you guys to follow along with what it is that we're trading throughout the day. You also get real-time push notifications sent to you in chat with an audio ding to let you know that a moderator has entered and executed a trade. You will also be able to use our mobile app. Okay. Now we understand that a lot of our members are not able to sit in front of their computer all day long. They have regular 9-to-5 jobs. They have other responsibilities during the day. That's why we spent the time and the money to develop our mobile app. Okay, that is downloadable on iPhone and Android and will allow you to see the screen share, be in chat, listen to the audio analysis, and also get real-time push notifications sent right through to your cell phone by using our mobile app in real time, so you guys can follow along with what we're trading even when you are at work. Okay, even when you are at work, you guys can follow along with what it is that we're doing. Like I said before, we're supporting about a 78% win rate in that chat room. Guys, all you got to do is be in chat. Honestly, I can't stress this enough to you. 113% on Monday, KXIN, 59% yesterday on WEI, and now this JKS short. I mean, I feel like I'm becoming like a broken record, but literally you just have to be in chat. You just have to be in chat, guys. Your membership also includes all of our courses. There's no upsells in TeachD ever. Everything is included. Okay. So the 3-month education that I received working at the hedge fund, I've simplified all of that material and I've created the TeachD curriculum. It is 15 courses, multiple chapters, multiple lessons in each chapter that go from everything from beginner and foundation stock trading, which if you've never traded stock a day in your life, this will walk you through, hold your hand to get you started, all the way through to beginner and an introduction to options trading, advanced stock trading, advanced options trading, swing trading courses, trader psychology courses, okay, how to trade during a market crash courses. All of our curriculum is included for free with your membership. There are no upsells ever. It's not like, okay, you join, you get these courses, but if you want these special courses, you got to pay more money. No, you pay one price, you get access to everything, including our trade simulator. You guys can practice trading stocks and options with fake money, with real-time level 1 and level 2 data, okay, to practice implementing what you learn in the courses, practice on the simulator. Guys, if you're brand new, please use the simulator. It's there for you. It's there for a reason. Trade with fake money first before you start trading with real money. Learn first, trade second, profit third. That's why that's our slogan. Learn, trade, profit. It's not trade, profit, learn. It's learn, trade, profit, okay? Use that simulator. You also can use our stock screener. Our stock screener allows you to filter through thousands of stocks during the day to see what are the hottest stocks on that day. Where should you be focusing your attention? Our stock screener will show you exactly where your focus needs to be to give you the best possible chance of profiting on that day. I talked about our stock profile tool. That's our due diligence companion. You can type any ticker symbol you're interested in. AMD, Tesla, NKLA, okay, whatever you want to type in, right? NIO, WKHS, whatever the ticker symbol is that you're into, VXRT, whatever the ticker symbol is that you're interested in, you type in the ticker symbol, you get a downloadable PDF report. Company info, stock info, financial info, as well as a compilation of all the analyst ratings for that particular stock. So if there's 20 analysts that cover the stock, we show you how many have a buy, sell, hold. This information can help you making your trading and investment decisions. In addition to that, you guys have access to over 75 hours of workshop and webinars, okay? Recorded workshops and webinars. Myself, the other moderators, we are constantly doing workshops and webinars. The Wolf just did a Cannabis workshop on Sunday, and we also have on October 22nd, which is tomorrow, Chris Toner, who is one of our moderators and a professional options trader. He's been trading options for over 20 years, and he is doing an advanced options workshop tomorrow. You will be able to go back and look at over 75 hours of recorded workshops and webinars. And as a full-time member, you can actually join those workshops live, ask questions, interact with the moderator, interact with the members, and participate in those workshops live. All members that sign up tonight with coupon code THD1020 will also get included a one-on-one mentor session with one of our moderators. So you guys can actually talk one-on-one to go over your issues, your problems, your struggles, and talk about things that you can work on to change your trading and how you can improve on your weaknesses. That is one-on-one mentorship that you get included with your membership tonight by using coupon code THD1020, as well as all future courses and resources. Guys, we're the Netflix of trading communities, okay? If Netflix comes out with a new documentary tomorrow, they don't ask you for $20 to watch it. It's included with your membership. Same thing here. If I come out with a new course next month, which we're constantly adding to our curriculum, it's not an extra $200 or $300 for the course. It's included in your membership, as will every single course and every single resource that we ever come out with will be included. You guys will also be able to use our Benzinga Live news feed and chat. This is huge. I can't tell you how much money I've made just based off of this news service because we get real-time breaking news alerts live from Benzinga in our chat room. Okay. We also have a squawk box, like I said, where instead if you don't want to read the news headline, you can listen audio as someone reads you the headline. That's included in your membership. We also just launched a TradingView Pro charting software. Okay. That's included in your membership. The October 22nd, okay, like I already told you about the advanced options workshop, that's included in your membership. All the workshops and webinars are included. Okay, they're all included. All of this you get access to for just a one-time payment. There's no upsells for any of this. It is all included. A regular membership to TTG for the year would normally cost you $2,048. With this coupon code TTG1020, it gets you a 40% discount, which brings it all the way down to only $1,219. Okay, that is a 40% discount with that coupon code. That brings it all the way down to $1,219. Okay, and get this, anyone that signs up here tonight, and you have 1 hour and 50 minutes left, 1 hour and 40 minutes left to do so, will get included with their membership a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD that is fully internet ready. We are covering shipping, and that is because we understand that a lot of members are working right now. They're going back to work. They don't know if they're going to be able to benefit from True Trading Group. We want to make sure that you have all the tools necessary to be able to follow along with what it is we're trading, and that's why anyone that signs up here tonight is going to get a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD, internet connected with shipping on us. You literally have to pay $0. Just give us your address and we're going to ship it to you. Therefore, you will have a tablet. So when you get the trade alerts from the chat room on the mobile app, you can just log into your brokerage account right on your tablet and you can follow along and you can place your trades. You can follow along with what we're doing in chat. Okay. That is for anyone that signs up here tonight. As if that's not cool enough, let me explain to you guys the breakdown of the value that you're getting when you join TTG. Not only are you getting, now let's just disregard the value of the courses because I can't put a dollar value on those courses because if it wasn't for those courses, I would not be as successful as I am today if I never got that education. So I don't know what the value of those courses are. I can't put a number on that. Okay. But understand that when you go through the courses, you're getting the same information that I learned working at a hedge fund. Okay. So if you got hired by a hedge fund tomorrow and you went through the 3-month educational training program, that's what you're getting, a crash course of that information when you go through our courses. Okay. In addition to everything else that I talked to you about, let's talk about numbers. The Benzinga live newsfeed. If you went to Benzinga on your own and said, hey, I want to pay for your pro news service and your squawk box, that's going to cost you $1,188 for the year. Just that alone is $1,188 for the year. If you wanted to pay for real-time level 1 and level 2, that's going to cost you $990 for the year. If you wanted to pay for a stock simulator, that's going to cost you $750 for the year. If you wanted to pay for the TradingView Pro charting software, if you went to TradingView on your own and said, hey, I want to sign up for your pro charting software, that's $720 for the year. Combined, that's $3,648 in resources that are included for free with your membership. And when you use coupon code TTG1020 tonight, it gets you the membership for only $1,219 and a free Amazon Kindle Fire. Okay. So it's not just about the value of the courses and everything. I mean, the value of the intangibles and the resource you guys are getting access to is just nuts. And as if that's not impressive enough, check out this stat, because this is one of the stats I'm the most proud of, because it's a testament to not only the education, but it's a testament to the work and the effort and the motivation, the determination of my TTG family members. Because we have surveyed all of our members. 80% of our members are making back 7 to 10 times their membership fee in the first 6 months of their membership. Of that 80%, 30% of them are doing it in just 1 month. That means if you were to take $1,219 right now, tonight, invest it in yourself, get the same education I received working at a hedge fund, get a one-on-one with one of our TTG moderators, be in chat with me live, follow my trades, learn, use $3,600 worth of resources, get all of that for $1,219, knowing that there's an 80% chance that 6 months from now, you're going to make at least $10,000 back. That's what that statistic means. Who would not take that deal? These are the numbers. These are the stats. Who would not take that deal? Okay. In addition to that, we've got so much cool stuff going on, guys, in the month of October. We are now almost 80% of the way there. But this month, we are giving away a Tesla Model 3. Every time TTG gets 300 new members, we raffle off a Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 cash, whichever the winner prefers. Okay, I think we're like 78 or 80% of the way there. So very soon here, guys, I'm going to be giving the keys to a Tesla Model 3 over to one of our TTG members. Okay, so all you need to do is be a member of True Trading Group to be included in that raffle. Just be a member. That's it. In addition, in the month of October, like I said, tomorrow we've got the Advanced Options Workshop with Chris Toner. You're definitely going to want to attend that. If you're an options trader, if you're interested in learning how to trade options, you're definitely going to want to attend that. And then we also have every Friday, we're giving away 5 Asus laptops. Asus is a brand laptop that I use, okay, for my trading. Okay, that's an Asus laptop. We're giving away 5 Asus laptops every Friday. Again, all you need to do is be a member of TTG. And then on October 30th, we're having a username Halloween contest. You've heard of costume contests? On the 30th, all of our members are changing their usernames in chat, something that's trading and Halloween related, something cool and funny. And myself and Adam, my partner, we're going to pick our top 10 favorite usernames, and we're going to let our members vote. Our members are going to vote. They're going to pick the winner. First place prize gets $3,000. Second place gets $1,500. Third place gets $500. Just some really cool stuff that I like to do with my teaching members. When I say we really are a family, we really are a family. This is not a service where you guys sign up, you become just a number, and we forget about you. I have developed friendships and long-term friendships with a lot of our members. Members have developed friendships with other members, and we have members. We started True Trading Group at the end of 2017. We still have members that have been with us since 2017, and that's a testament to the family and everything that we have built in True Trading Group. Okay. To be a member, to be included in those raffles, though, guys, like I said, you have to be a full-time member. So the only way that you're going to be included in the Tesla raffle, the laptop raffle, the username giveaway, and be able to join the Advanced Options Workshop tomorrow is if you're a full-time member. So you got to use coupon code THD1020. And you've got to, if you want the Amazon Kindle Fire, you've got to use THD1020 tonight. Okay. Every 24 hours in the month of October, the price of a membership goes up by a couple of bucks. So you want to make sure you lock in that price right now tonight before the price goes up tomorrow. And also important to note that, guys, if next year, when it comes time for your membership to renew, if you guys want to renew your membership, which I'm sure you will, because don't forget, 80% of our members are making their membership fee back 7 to 10 times that membership fee in the first 6 months. So if you spend $1,200 now and you make back at least 10 grand, I'm sure you're going to be pretty excited to renew your membership when that 1 year comes up. Okay, so if next year, let's say our membership fee is $2,200 or $2,500, you will only pay the price you paid today to renew your membership. So you're not only locking in the 12, you're not only getting a 40% discount today, but you're getting probably what is a 45 or 50 or 60% discount a year from now when our membership fee goes up. Okay, over time, you're still going to only pay $12.19, which is the price you would pay tonight with coupon code TTG1020. Okay. So listen, if you guys are still not ready to join the team full time, if you're still not ready to join the team full time, we do have that 7-day trial. I encourage you guys, if you're not ready to join the team, take advantage, sign up for that 7-day trial. You make your decision. You guys can listen to me all day long. You can listen to my members all day long. But at the end of the day, you got to decide if True Trading Group is right for you. And the best way to do that is to give it a test run. Come and chat with me, trade with me live for a couple of days, go through the courses, use the resources, and get a feel for what it's like to be part of the TGD community, and then decide if TGD is right for you. Like I said, you can upgrade to a full-time membership at any time, but you're under no obligation to do so, guys. It's $3. It's if you went to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks and got a coffee, you'd be paying more. You're telling me you'd rather pay more for a cup of coffee than to try out a service that could potentially change your life? Shame on you if that's the case. Okay, what do you guys have to lose? Come and chat, be with me. If you were in chat this week, 3 days, you caught KXIN 113%, WEI 59%, and then the JKS short here today. I mean, come on. Guys, all you got to do is be in chat, okay? So for that, go to ttgthree.com. Again, that's ttgthree.com. That's a one-time payment of just $3. And you can upgrade, like I said, at any time. Otherwise, if you guys are ready to join the team full time, use coupon code TTG1020, get that free Amazon Kindle Fire, get that 40% discount, and get your butts in chat tomorrow, because God only knows what JKS is going to do tomorrow, or what small cap is going to rip people's faces off. And you best believe that myself and the TTG community, we are going to be ready, locked, and loaded to take advantage of that opportunity. Do not let me come on here tomorrow on a live stream and recap for you a 50% gain on some small cap. Do not let me come on here tomorrow and recap a 50% gain on an option play on the SPY. Do not let me come on here and go through this with you again. And this time the price is going to be higher tomorrow, because the price goes up every 24 hours in the month of October. Stop wasting time. Stop trading on your own. Stop trying to figure this out by watching endless videos. Join a community that truly cares about your success and get a professional education. Stop trying to figure this out on your own. I didn't figure this out on my own. I was taught. It's time that you guys did the same. Sign up tonight, guys. Use coupon code TTG1020. Otherwise, you guys can go to www.ttgthree.com for that 7-day trial. And I will see you all in chat tomorrow morning. Thank you guys for joining me on this live stream. If you have not done so already, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and of course, smash that like button. It greatly helps me out, guys, with the algorithm. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. I'll see you all in